over 17 years I've visited and I've chosen books and audio material for more than a dozen different people, and in all that time they have always said that I have made their lives, or the Cambridgeshire Library Service has made their lives much happier.
The Queen's Awards highlight the considerable achievements of groups of volunteers who have been making a real impact to the fabric of our country for many years, in some cases decades. Inspired by all that is best in the human spirit, they are made up of local people who have come together to address particular issues and problems facing their communities, often in new and imaginative ways. All of these award winners have demonstrated a long-term commitment to volunteering, and that gives real meaning to society, and which Britain at its best, and Britain at its best. We owe them gratitude and our congratulations.
I think libraries have really come into their own, particularly during lockdown, COVID. People couldn't obviously get that sort of social interaction, and I think now they're back. People really are making the most of them, and of course cost of living being the other big factor more recently. They find them a really good hub where they can keep warm, they can meet people, they can do all sorts of activities. It's not just about borrowing a book, for example. It's a very important part of what the County Council does.
And I think whilst we all know libraries as physical spaces we can visit, perhaps few of us know about the volunteers that go to people's homes, that take the books, the audio books, into people's homes, day after day, week after week. For 50 years this service has been servicing people across March, across the county, supporting them through difficult times. And I think that's the sort of hidden face, if you like, of the library service, which we've celebrated today through this fantastic achievement.
So today we were here to award a Queen's Award for voluntary service to the Library at Home scheme, and I was lucky in my very first month as a DL for Cambridgeshire to be involved in doing some of the local assessment of the award nomination. And it was actually during the COVID period that we were doing the assessment, and I was absolutely amazed by the services that were being provided by a very big group of volunteers across a wide geographical space, bringing the library to people that really needed it, and particularly during COVID when a lot of people felt incredibly isolated. So it was a great pleasure to be involved in assessing the award and to talk to the volunteers, the staff and the service users, and even more magical today to come and help present that award to the group and to indeed read the certificate. And it was to my amazement, even when I opened it, expecting to see His Majesty the King's signature, and in fact it was Her Majesty's signature. And I imagine it must have been one of the very last that she ever signed. So an amazing bit of history for this group, an award in recognition of the incredible work that they continue to do.
Well, if anybody wants to access the Library at Home service, you can do so by going on the County Council website.
And also, if you're interested in volunteering and have been inspired by the receipt of this award, then there is always room for more volunteers to visit people in their homes.